Hey folks, Jim from Salvinos J R Models, and I got our remaining kit for January. It is, let me get this over here. It is William Byron's, and it is the last of the 24 cars. It is William Byron's 2024 Chevy Camaro, the Valvoline edition. So let's take a look inside and see what we got in there. You know, I said it was the last of our 2024s, but it's the last of our 2024 Chevrolets because we have coming up in March, we will have the new 2024 Ford Mustang. We finally got that done. The molds are being wrapped up and boxed up and ready to ship to our factory. So we will have that. Joey Logano's championship car. So that's coming up in March. So let's see what's in the William Byron Chevy here. So let me get the box someplace without banging into my mouse. There are our clear parts, and it is going to be a gray body. Oh, very cool. So for you guys who don't have the opportunity to paint, you don't need to paint. If you want to, you can clear coat this and you are good to go. So round and squishy things are round and squishy. They're a little bit warmer, a little bit squishier than the ones I had yesterday. Okay, so here is our bag of parts. Where did I hide my knife? You know, if you hadn't noticed or hadn't thought of it, these are a whole lot safer when they are sharp than they are when they're dull. Why, you may ask? Because when they're dull, you have to yank and pull and fight on them to cut something. And when they finally go through, it ends up going through a place you don't want to, namely your finger. So there's our roll cage, sidewalls, the front around the engine. There's your firewalls. Remember, there's a couple little places around here that you want to trim a little bit, so because of some draft angle that was put into the frame of the pan. So trim those off a little bit, and it will drop in there better. Another thing is on both ends of these, just give them a good scrape on the edges, and it'll let them drop into those little grooves a little bit better. So let's see. Oh, and you know what I usually also say? These little triangular points, trim a little bit off of each face of them, and it will let them drop into these little triangular openings, and it will allow that back in to fit nice and square. So we got those. We got engine and suspension trees in metallic color, so you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to paint them. Here are your other things. There's that bottom of the chassis that I was talking about, and you can actually do a little trimming in here if you want to. Just make sure everything fits in. Dry fit a lot of stuff. This part, that's part of the old header design. That's trash. You don't need that. So there's those. Okay, that looks like. Okay, now you know what? Maybe I should do a little. I haven't done it like Rick does it. Yeah, I know. What am I doing? I'm just tearing it off the tree. Okay. See how this has a little bit of a warp? Just pull the stuff. Pull these. This is high impact styrene. If you screw it up, if it's bent and you try to bend it back, see those are down a little bit. If there's something wrong and you overbend and you mess it up, email Doug at salvino.us and he'll help you fix it. You do not need to use a hair dryer. You do not need to use hot water. You just give it a tweak and this stuff will pull back. Also, when you start building your frame, your chassis and everything like that, and you start gluing it on, that acts as a truss and it will hold this. It'll pull this right back where it needs to be. The only last little things are just, tweaking those up to fit the body. It's not that big a deal. Okay, here's our wheels and a little bit of flash. But you know what? Flash happens, and flash pulls off really easy. So there we got those. And let's get down to the important stuff. Get these out of my way. Okay, the important parts being the instructions. And let's see where we got. There's the final instructions there. And here is the back side of that. Shows you exactly where all the decals are going to go. Okay, comes with the standard black Camaro stuff. I do believe that on the new ones for 2025, it will probably just say Chevrolet here. I am not sure if all these are going to work the same, or if there's anything that's going to be different about these for the 2025 version, since they do not say Camaro on the car. They just say Chevrolet in lieu of whatever they're gonna do for the replacement car. Man, I don't think Clay could have stuffed anything else in on this sheet. They look really good. They look even better on my monitor than they do in my hand. So I do know another thing that's going to be going away for 2025 is the green is going to be gone on the gas tank, gas filler, and yeah, I don't know if it's going to be on back here on the bumper where it says Camaro. It'll probably just say Chevrolet. So anyway, Clay Kemp did a beautiful job on those as always. Shaky fingers. So I kind of like the looks of this this primer gray body. It's kind of cool. Yeah, primer gray, I'd call it. But once again, all you have to do is throw your decals on it, or if it makes you happy, you can hit it with a coat of clear coat first and then decal over. That's what I hear guys do. I know it sounds crazy that I don't build my own kits, but I am too busy working back there on the other computer designing stuff, and that's where you want me to be. You want me to be over there designing, not building kits. But that's how that's going right now. I'm still working on the stuff for the Lotus 38 and the Lotus 64. Working on the masters for production on those. So hopefully those will be out into production before too long. We've been saying that for a while, but it is what it is. And once again, the Joey Logano 2024 championship car is going to be coming out very soon. Like I said, the molds are just about ready to get thrown on a boat and shipped to Southern California. And yes, all of our kits are made in Southern California. That flag on the box means made in America, and we make our stuff in America. Like so many companies around this country, though, we have to get our molds done offshore because they just facilities to do it are few, far between, and expensive. So anyway, that's what's going on. And if you get a chance on your weekend, Saturday mornings on Facebook, we have we do some bench racing and styrene sniffing at facebook.com facebook.com /Salvinos J R Models, just like it says right below me. Come join us, hang out for a little bit. You can message back and forth between us, Rick, myself, and sometimes we've got Clay Kemp on with us. Sometimes we've got our good friend Mr. Matt Cunty, aka Lucas E. And come join us. It's a lot of fun. And go to our website, salvinosjrmodels.com, and check out what we got. And check out the Builders Club and the opportunities there. It's a really neat thing. So thanks for following Salvinos J R Models. Rick and I are very much appreciative of it. You're helping a couple old guys fulfill our dreams of our not quite retirements. We don't plan on quitting for a long time. So anyway, thanks. Check in with us next month. We will when the new kits come in, I'll have the new videos.